Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
Strong lane for DM. This is a big fight.
Oh, it is Maposhka doing on the front line. Maposhka, you just let him mirror to his own death as well as OG. This was the start you hope it. Are they going to get? Okay, they will get mirror as well. Tiger snipes it from afar.
Available that he hasn't used just yet. Which he does pop it. But yeah, you really just want to make sure that you're in the position to be able to just spam. You'll take that trade every day. Even bring some of Yuragi's items.
Mirror.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Mirror.
Oh, Collapse is back.
The bait.
The turnaround potentially. Collapse is about to get level 2. He needs a creep to die, but he can also just chase down Yuragi, I suppose. That's
right now, just as the lane is in a really solid position for DM right in front of his tower.
EZM is not looking too healthy. As Lar with the help of Mirror. Didn't even really need Mirror nearby. He gets a gigantic kill.
The infused raindrops available. So, who's actually in danger here? Maybe Mirror.
Lar's pretty hesitant. With Orb on cooldown, yeah, he doesn't want to actually go to the opposite side of the river. Mirror's still... They didn't kill him fast enough.
I think both of them are feeling very satisfied, but certainly OG are the ones that are in a better position to be able to make something happen in the next few minutes.
Yuragi? Huge kill. What? They're able to get that with the first Ravage of the game, and now Lal as well is nearby to offer some assistance. Storm Spirit should be fine, especially with Tiger TPing.
Collapse, he's actually the main target here. Are they going to be able to kill this guy?
Yes, they will. Yes, they definitely will. No one else is here, and he doesn't have any kind of defensive items, so they're going to try and make their own play, though. Let's see how easy this will be to read. It's probably too late regardless, unless Team TP's out now. But Team Spirit, they're going to be there to be able to stop it, so really nicely done. You lose Collapse, but you bring 4 heroes down bottom to be able to get the kill onto DM as well, who's pretty survivable with a Helm Dom. He even uses Roar as well.
Them away for a little bit, and Roar then would have been a little bit more useful, but just fuck this Beast Monster kill for free again. Okay, well that makes it feel a lot better, right? You're able to now match this push that OG are putting in. Sorry, that Spirit are putting into your bottom side of the map. You're stopping the person on the enemy team that has the Meteor Hammer as well, so you're not losing your own T1 tower.
Pretty nice coil onto 2, but I don't think there's going to be anything that comes of it. Yatora's considering about stepping in, but it looks like an awkward fight for Team Spirit. Yatoris can potentially stand his ground with the Insatiable Hunger. Lala's having a free fight as well, but I think the puck's going to be able to turn the tides as BZM. What a start here for the Storms. They're at 5-1 and 3. Spoken about how enabled he's going to be this game. You even had Yuragi that's starting to come through the portal as well, so they should be able to even get Mirror as a +1.
Nicely
and
done.
Maybe with all the heroes down bottom, OG. What is that timing, dude? What? Wait, look, he probably doesn't get away. He probably...
Imagine if he got the power runes.
Lala's got
a group around the bottom side. It's top anyway.
Timing to have a shield rune. Maposhka quick on the fingers. Can they get anything out of this static storm, though? They're going to try and TP in Collapse, who has the Ravage at the ready. Pogo on 4, but there's no real damage for Because now BZM, with no stuns that he has to be worried about. Tiger got the Frostbite onto the park. Oh, Tiger. Nicely done. And now Yuragi's here as well, just in case a further fight breaks out. This should be all OG. There's nothing Yatora's going to be able to do to turn this one into their favor. All that, because I think they're setting up onto Collapse here. They need Razor as the damage source, and Yuragi's going to be able to combine with BZM for the kill. And Collapse has got well, it's a nice timing with a Kraken Shell, but yeah, not going to matter. Nice high ground ward. Yatora does have Maposhka that's starting to come down. Gonna have to damage with the ultimate, stop short instantly from Maposhka, and now this is getting a little bit awkward here. Yatora can consider about turning. He's still rooted up, and man, the burst potential in OG is really showcasing itself right now with all the levels they've been able to find off the back of the kills. Tiger's level 8, Seb's level 9. That's going to be further enabled. You get another one onto Maposhka, so...
Oh, they're there, though. They know it.
Roche might die too fast for them to contest. They got to use the kisses to scout, though, which will force them away from the pit. But now you don't have the kisses with all your ultimates. You might potentially be lacking some damage now. Yuragi just got the BKB completed as well. They want to take Collapse out of the team fight to prevent the Ravage. He'll try and chuck it out, but they really don't get anything out of it. I mean, somehow BZM He died on a separate fight as well, so regardless, this could be okay for Spirit. Well, turn with the call onto 2, but the Static Storm's gonna get laid down as well. Yatoru, does he have the items to fight? And he doesn't. Tiger offers the control once again. Lol is shut down. And what was looking like an okay start, you trade Collapse for BZM, but...
We are 9-2-5 now on this Razor, and he was just able to chase down the Tide Hunter with absolutely nothing that they could look to do about it. Here, not a lot of mana to be able to play around with. For the dive underneath that ward that's just got 40 seconds left on it. Is Collapse going to be able to land this hammer? He's kind of low. You don't want to waste the Aegis immediately, but again, Coddle there. Buying the backup, but I'm not sure if you can go for this. A little bit too close to their objectives.
Seb's going to be able to buff up BZM's mana if it's required, even particularly bring up as much as, like, they did kind of pick the Broodmother into some pretty nice matchups where you've got the Storm Spirit that's always able to find him. When we spoke about the Beastmaster vision, it's actually BZM. A very deep attempt onto Miposhka. Once again, they'll get the Static Storm off and Miposhka will die. They'll get the kill on the Aegis. What's there to work with for the second life? Ravage isn't ready. They'll try and perfect the timing of the Meteor Hammer, and they'll do so perfectly. Alright, OG, give them a freebie. You know, almost a second life back into this game. It was a 7,000 deficit, but you just completely waste the Aegis advantage. You feed over a Helm of the Overlord. Sense of Law's positioning, but he's going to be able to jump out.
So Tiger's going for a Veil.
Off lane, Yatoru. Can they get BZM zip in? Well, they're going to be able to control him with the once, and I don't think there's much escaping for Yatoru. He knows it as well. He's going to try and lifesteal as best as he can, but this is the thing. You know, Storm Spirit, you get a glimpse of it once. DM is completely isolated from the team, but doesn't look like it's going to matter.
Very easily glimpse him back. Maybe they're thinking that he's got a little bit more backup than expected. As that's a really deep dive by PZM. He's TPing into the outpost as well, just taking advantage of all of that.
Oh no, Collapse. Oh, someone's going to have to die when you're this far behind. They try and get out of the map, and unfortunately one person will pay the price. This time it would be Collapse with 5 heroes of OG. So
on division in a second or two, so they're instantly going to make that TP happen. He should get the kill onto the pesky Snapfire, but he's done his job to be able to delay the game at least long enough.
They're also on lull. Can he get out though? Tries to get some distance with the jaunt. I don't think it's going to be enough separation. They got the vision.
It's got yours as well.
A couple of seconds. Oh, what is that? What? The damage from the Storm Surge. Meanwhile, what's going on to the Ancients as well? Yatoru forces BZM to pop a BKB. If they only get the Crystal Maiden out of this, though, it's going to give enough time for OG to bring some extra heroes just in case. Maybe they can get some stragglers, and that straggler will be Miposhka.
If they have the
roar if they... Oh, we didn't check that. I think he's had a great game as well. This last big Beastmaster. 2-1 and 11. I mean, you're not wanting to force into the middle. You've itemized for OG to run at you and then play accordingly to that. Walks it up as well from DM's perfect with the wraparound.
They don't use. They deny the tower instead.
He's going to lead the charge, drop some vision. Lau can out jump as well. It's a pretty decent core into the backline. Going to try and address the supports, but no one else can follow to get much value out of that start. As BZM now sees some kills onto the supports, they'll force the buyback out of Miposhka, and nothing really heavily committed for OG.
Oro coming to the right-hand side, and he instantly gets pinged out, although he's going to be able to start running away.
Oh, instant Lincoln's pop from BZM. Clap's going to be ready to reveal the blink. That'll be enough to keep Yatoru alive, but his damage is getting drained. They can try and turn back to the Storm Spirit with the BKB on cooldown. They'll get the kill. Can they get more, though, for Team Spirit? Some signs of life, but OG seem like they're just too far ahead. They'll be able to close down onto Mirror. Yuragi's in some danger, though. He's trying to stand toe-to-toe with Yatoru, who will be able to win the man fight. And maybe off the back of the buybacks, that could be the way back inside this team fight. The Static Link's ready to go for Yuragi. Yatoru's got the free pathing, but Mira and Miposhka will not have the same fate as Yuragi. Just running down one member, one by one. The Spirit are you going to be able to take the team fight. Yuragi's already beating into your base, and he's doing it at a pretty rapid rate. And Drax is down. MKB does get completed for Yatoru, so he's going to buy out here.
Smoked on the back lines. It's your last clip as well.
Can you just jump Yuragi? 3,700 health. Satanic BKB. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. That was your classic item build, right?
But you got to enable yourself to actually kill someone when, even if you're landing these double Ravages, which Collapse is still a little bit short being able to get. I think you need additional lockdown after the fact. Just don't let them get the BKBs off.
I don't know how much poking is going to work. Now with BCM being able to jump as well, they should be able to bring down Mirror without committing too heavily.
Backs back up.
And it is. Lal's going to be the first one to start as well. It's going to be cautious, but the Hex Lal's just dying out of the razor damage. Almost ticks out to the Orchid as well. Gets back to the safety of the base, but Yutoro might not be able to as well. They need the Ravage and not going to get it. Yutoro dies, and oh gee, they'll take game 2. What a performance from them as well. Just overall, hopefully they get the Rampage for Yuragi as well. Look at all of them leaving the last kill to Yuragi. Closes out the second game with a Rampage.
Reaches level 25 as well at the end of it all. 19, 2, and 10.
Can anybody out there hear me?